Welcome, Transformers fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and today I will be bringing you my review of the Transformers Reveal the Shield Deluxe class Fallback. And here he is in his nice armored up, very tough looking alt mode, which is based off of the Hummer HX SUV. Well, this is clearly like a weaponized Hummer HX, but yes, that's what this is based on. And if you're wondering about that subline where it's called Reveal the Shield, it basically just means where the Autobot symbol is, if you see it, where the faction, there we go, the faction symbol where it's located, instead of it being clear, you have this sort of black spot where if you rub on it, it's called a rub sign. When you rub on it, it'll reveal their allegiance. It's a neat little gimmick, but it's alright. I would rather have it that he just has a visible Autobot symbol, but it's okay, I guess. It's harmless. I remember that the older toys actually did that. What was old toys that have that? Beast Wars actually had that. They had the rub signs, and I think some Generation 1, maybe Generation 2 figures also had rub signs. But yep, this is Fallback in his Hummer HX military Hummer HX. And as you saw, his only posability, well, he rolls really well. You have to like push these a bit, these things a bit up, but he rolls fairly well. He's nice and compact, really solid vehicle mode. And for articulation, which he has a little bit of, his chain gun turret, his Gatling gun here, can move up and down. And that's it. So, enough talk about the vehicle mode. Let's go on to transformation. Which, where do I start? It's supposed to come in here. Pop that off. Gotta pop off the sides of the car. Pop off the sides of the car. Come in here, and lift up this entire piece. That's kind of cool. Yeah, lift up the entire piece. Come back here, separate. Well, that's the other thing. Separate, and then you dig in here, and then you grab his robot arms. And oh yeah, from down here you separate it from down here as well. Open it up like that. Same over here. Open it up like that, and then pull out the entire arm assembly. Entire arms. Have them be like this for the moment. Now let's get onto the legs really quick. Well, no, let's finish up the arms. Bring these out. Have the head point up and fold this thing back. Fold this thing also back. Well, if you want, you don't have to. So fold this down. Fold this entire thing down. Arms down. Then his arms are ready. That's pretty much his upper torso. So then you come down here. Separate this. Fold this down. This is on this side. Fold it down. And then rotate the waist. The entire lower half. Rotate it. And then fix the feet. Fold out the heels. Now for this part, disconnect this, rotate it. You can do this whichever you want. I like rotating it, and then have this piece that way, and then fold down the window, the front window. So you see this? Just rotate that to the side, push the window in. Extend out the legs as best as you can. One weird thing about this figure and this character is that if you look at his feet, it looks like he's got hooves. That's kind of interesting. And then these back bits, just do whatever you want with them. I like leaving them flat so that it looks a little bit better. And yeah, that's his robot mode. This pretty tough looking hunk of a bot right here is Fallback in his pretty awesome looking robot mode. I ain't gonna lie. I will say this, because of all these panels and stuff, it kind of looks like he just exploded, which is kind of cool. I also like his name, Fallback. I just imagine that with that kind of name, that's like that the name Fallback isn't that he fallbacks, but he causes the whoa, camera's getting too excited. Is that he causes the Decepticon, he causes enemies like Decepticons to fall back when they see him. So yeah, that's just how I imagine his name came about. And check out his head. Check out the pretty sweet bucket helmet there. Cool helmet. Looks like he's got a gas mask. Really nice. He does have some like light piping, some like clear light piping. Doesn't really show it, but he has it. He also has like a lot of well, he's actually Fallback here is actually a repaint of the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe class Brawn, since he's just a straight repaint. And I'm not gonna lie, I prefer this desert. There's a sort of these desert colors a little bit more, because Brawn had the well, the Generation 1 Brawn colors of like green with like a little bit of bronze, I think. But I actually prefer Fallback, since I like this color scheme. And honestly, his name is a little bit interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of a Transformer with the name of Fallback prior to this character. So, what else? Oh, like I said, I was mentioning the Revenge of the Fallen because he has a Mecha Life feature, which I don't think I can get it in the camera, but basically when you move his arm up and down, if you peek in through his chest, you can see like a little gear moving up and down, moving side to side when he moves up and down. That's about it. I can't really get it on camera. For weapons, here's a cool thing. He has these two pistols, which they store when you transform them. He has these really cool looking auto pistols here, which he has two in each hand. And hands rotate. Might as well just mention that here. Hands rotate. And I'll get to posability in a second. This guy actually has like don't let his bulkiness fool you. And his panels, he has a lot of posability. It's impressive how much this guy can how much this guy can move, given with all of his panels and bulk that he has. And he actually, but before I get to that, he has a third weapon. This minigun. This whoa, got you that time, camera. Hold on, fix you up. This minigun, this Gatling gun that he had in his car mode, can actually fold up. Oh, can fold up, extend, rotate it, and then you can actually put it on his shoulder, on either shoulder though. Doesn't matter which one. You can have it on this one or on that one. I like having it on this one. And if you angle it, you can even have it that this little piece could be like a scope in his eye, which is kind of cool. So he has the two auto guns plus a Gatling gun as well. Plus a Gatling gun. So this guy is very, very, very cool when it comes to that. I really like that option that they have, that you can actually have an over the shoulder minigun on top of his two auto pistols, which is nice, really nice. And for honestly, for articulation, he has a whole bunch. Like, arms can go way up high. These things are on ball joints. Bend, like really nice bend. Almost like he's got a double joint actually in his arm. So you do all kinds of things. The wrist swivels. These are also on ball joints as well. Like several like joints in the knees. And head is also on a ball joint, and all ball joints do what ball joints do. And yeah, you can get this guy in a lot of poses. like he's a very posable figure. He's a bit on the top heavy side because of all the panels, but like he has so much posability, and I really like that in this figure. Like, honestly, I have no real complaints with this guy in this figure and the Brawn figure. I honestly, I highly recommend this mold. Outside of this being the repaint of Brawn, I don't think this mold was ever used again, which is unfortunate because this is a very, very good mold. If I have any complaint, it would be that I wish that these back parts would fold in. I wish that all of these sort of panels and stuff would sort of compact to maybe add armor to him. Because the way this is, it looks like he just sort of exploded out of his vehicle mode. Which in and of itself is kind of cool, but yeah, honestly, it's a minor complaint I have. That I wish that he has, that these panels could like fold down and like be more compact. But other than that, it's a very solid figure. It's a very, very, very good figure, and highly recommend this, or it's his previous incarnation, Brawn. So yeah, very nice figure. Really like it. Highly recommended. This has been my review of the Transformers Reveal the Shield Deluxe Class Fallback. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.